bring to you what we've been cooking behind the scenes. Yes, we've been cooking, although not as much as some of the people we're about to talk about today. There's a whole lot of stuff that's happened in the last 24 hours, and of course in the last couple of years and months, depending on who we're talking about. We are wondering what it is. It is the Boom Bar. We have our drinks here, and of course we have the guys in the building, and there's a whole lot of stuff. Tolupo will give you a brief rundown because you can't even try. She even tried to tell.
Yeah.
She will be sued for attempted trying of something that she couldn't have tried but could have tried.
Okay, it's enough.
Did not try.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're not really welcome.
Thank you very, very much. And I bid you a warm welcome to the bar this wonderful Friday afternoon. Very interesting Friday afternoon. Very music filled Friday afternoon. It's amazing the things that is happening today. We're going to be talking about a lot of things, like a whole lot of things. There's a lot of music. Like when I say a lot, trust me, there's a lot of music. The biggest artists that you can imagine, they definitely released a lot of music this week. There's a lot to feast on this week. There's a bit of music stories here and there. Not necessarily music, but yeah,
entertainment.
And a lot of entertainment stories.
There's fight. There's fight.
There's fight. There's a picture that kind of looks good, but I think that some people just have hate in their soul. My personal opinion. There is that. I'm just saying, just my own opinion. Also, we know that the draws of Champions League and why did I say sorry? Champions League and Europa were drawn yesterday. We're definitely going to take a look at that. Let's see who's playing what. There's a particular group in the Champions League draws that is trending. It's nobody knows who gets what at the end of the day, but definitely this year's football season is going to be very, 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 very interesting. So yes, those are things that we're definitely going to be talking about. There's a lot of politics story. There is the police is in the news for this time. I don't know if I'll call it the right or the wrong reasons, but yes, we would talk about it. There is a particular lawyer that is in the news. That was the news about a month ago. How fast 1 month actually goes by. Like, I honestly, when I saw that news, I'm like, oh wow, it's already a month. I did not know. Also, there's news I saw earlier today. I don't know why I didn't add it to this. About the NBA conference. There are two sides to it. One, the APC vice presidential candidate has something to say about how he dressed up to the event. Also, there's news from the current NBA president talking about prosecuting some set of people. So yeah, we're definitely going to be talking about that. Also, there is an update on hushpuppi. The people that don't know, some Nigerian born fraudster.
Nigerian born fraudster. Wow.
Though he's not Nigerian born, because he the Kuku didn't to come to Nigeria again. He was not caught in Nigeria. Abi is Nigerian born. Please, let me. That's how everybody used to do. Nigerian born is Dubai. He lived in Dubai. Dubai living. Nigerian born Dubai living, or Dubai lived. Now US living.
I like that.
So
I like that because at least he left.
He left. So there is news on hushpuppi. Where there's news on that also. Not very good news, but
and so many other things. So
many other things that we're going to be.
Let's get to it.
Yes, we're going to be talking about today. So you know what? Of course, it's Friday. It's New Music Friday. More like it was New Music Week.
Tell me about
because the week, a lot of these songs, a lot of the songs they didn't even wait for Friday for these songs to drop. But we just had to wait for today. I know some people were itching.
Yeah, because
to just spill the beans.
That's what a lot of people do these days. Not a lot. A few other people will drop their songs regardless of New Music Friday, but it still gets captured.
Yeah.
We're good guys like that.
Yeah, we are. And the first one that I wanted to talk about, because it was one of the earliest to drop this week, is the unveiling of one particular person. And the next minute we hear, there's an EP. And I'm only like, okay, is this how you used to do it now?
There's even a video already.
There's a video already, like, okay, I don't know that it's this fast. Like, people are serious, so people are not joking around. And he's the person of Bayanni. He was unveiled a few days ago by Maven. Is Maven's newest artist. And he has a whole EP. He has a few songs out already, and like SR said, he has a whole he has a video also. So it's obvious that a lot of things had been cooking up for a while.
Okay, so let me start with this. Don Jazzy put out a message on his social media. Mm-hmm. Don Jazzy is the CEO of Maven Records, the company that signed the artist we're talking about now, Bayanni. Mm-hmm. And he said that he was reaching out to upcoming artists. He gave them a piece of advice. They tell you, don't post every day, it's not cool. So don't listen, just keep posting. Mm-hmm. 2, promote yourself a lot, sing your own songs, do your own things a lot. Then he now put a screen grab of what he did. He said that he was the one that reached out to all these artists that they're unveiling now. There's a screen grab of him reaching out to Ira Star in December of the year that he reached out to her. Boy Spice and my Bayanni himself. And I know they had another guy, but you see, but these 3, he reached out to them, and they were shocked. All of them were shocked when they got the message. So again, you think about someone of Don Jazzy's status, and you say, okay, he actually has time on his own to go scouting for talent online, and you're there online, you're busy forming violence and cussing. Do you understand? Like I
some
like people's careers are being
made. Like they're putting out stuff.
One of the songs that got dropped into the New Music Friday arena is not a Nigerian song. It's a song by Bob Marley's grandson, Skip Marley, featuring who? Ira Star. So it's the same Ira Star that we're talking about. And all of this is tied around Bayanni. And why I'm taking time to do this is to appeal to artists out there. You don't know when someone who really will boost your career positively will come through. So again, if you really feel the need to be violent the way they do it now, create your brand and create your own personal and put your own name there. And again, speaking about Bayanni, there's a beautiful song with his mother's voice praying for
I think the song Family.
Yeah,
it's
a beautiful
song. A very nice EP actually.
The guy is a university graduate. I think it's University of Ife or so. And again, they actually created a whole new brand around him. Don Jazzy tweeted 24 hours after the activation of Bayanni, that he had Googled the name when they activated and there was nothing. Absolutely nothing. Go back and check. I did. There's Bayanni all over the place. So this is the power of planning, the power of structuring. Again, talk about the video that was used to announce this young man's career.
Oh yeah, it was. It was all like thought out, and it was well thought out. Yeah.
And after all said and done, he can sing.
Abi?
He can.
That's
sing.
The bottom line.
He has talent. So go check out Bayanni on all streaming platforms. He's doing very good. He's a good singer, and he has some real nice songs.
Oh yes. So yeah, we're moving on from him, and still talking about EPs. Yeah, another EP that dropped before Friday was Benson, popularly known as or formerly known as Buju, and his EP Bad Since album. I don't even know. It's not an album. Yes, it's an EP actually. Bad Since 97. The song, I like the fact that on that album, on that EP, he has a collaboration. We know that he had dropped a song with One Day Called a few weeks ago. He has a song with Wizkid on that. He has a song with Olamide. I think they're amazing talents on their own. And also, to be honest, if you have those people, there's no how your songs will not sell.
Exactly. He put out a screen grab. That's Benson, the artist formerly known as Buju. He put out a screen grab of his chat with Olamide and how he got Olamide to be on the song Modupe, which is the title of the song. And Olamide told him that he didn't want to be on slow songs anymore. He wasn't feeling slow songs. And Buju was like, okay, you know what? Maybe I'll get another song that you'll be on. But Olamide was like, no. If this is what you want me to do, I'll do it. Then he told him to, forward the beats and stuff. When he did, Olamide replied and told him P Prime is going to be around in a few hours or in a few days. We'll work on it and we'll get back to you on Monday. And of course, true to time, he sent the song to him, and he said that he hopes he likes it. That if he likes it, that his people, that he should shoot his email so that they can send the full data and everything, so that it's not distorted. You know how they send real songs; it's not just the MP3 that you see.
Yeah.
So and he was like, look at how easy Olamide made it, and the same thing with Wizkid, how he's able to get Wizkid to get on the song, and again get him to sign the release. A lot of people don't understand one particular thing about collaborations. The fact that someone is on your song doesn't mean you can release the song.
The song, yeah.
The person actually has to sign off on it. You get that's one of the issues that Rema had with one of the OGs in the industry last year, which became a talking point, and all of that. And again, it's that issue between Ricardo and Wizkid.
At some point, yeah.
So there's always a little bit of control and all of that. So Buju has this going for him easily. He's gotten arguably two of the biggest artists out there to feature on his EP.
On his EP. 3.
Yeah, and with the first single that dropped from that was One Day Cool.
One Day Cool, yeah.
And of all those songs, actually like every single one, it's the Lose Your Emotions or Lose Emotions or something that I like the most.
Lose Emotions. Oh, really?
I just vibe to that song. Like
thing.
This to me is, and funny thing is, a few hours after he tweeted that was his favorite, which is rare because most artists would shy away from picking one. They don't want to influence people. And
I get other songs and all that. Funny thing is that for me, to be honest, I'm not feeling every single song on that EP. In fact, even the one with Wizkid, my own opinion, I've heard he and Wizkid do better. Let me put it like that. But the song Bad Since 97, I think is the one that is doing it for me the most. Other than I really like the song with Olamide. Funny thing is that maybe listening to a lot of the songs, I think it really made me appreciate now his song with One Day Cold the more. Out of all the collaborations that he had, I think I'll pick the song with One Day Cold. For me, there may be the one with Olamide and then the one with Wizkid. But for me, on that whole body of work, I think the song Bad Since 97 is not doing badly at all. I think it's an amazing song. Overall, the EP is not bad. It's Benson, of course. What do you expect? But still talking about him, there's a little of controversy as yesterday he was trending. Not because of just his song alone or songs alone.
And not because he threatened to spit on a policeman.
Not because of that. There was a little bit of row between him and another musician, Ruga. There was a little back and forth with both of them. You were not even sure if they were joking or it was not a joke, and all that. And because of that, I think that he had media rounds that he was going to do, of course, promoting his new EP, where in a particular interview that I watched, he actually said that he doesn't have bad feelings against Ruga, but it's not the first time that Ruga has said a few things about him, and that people are always pitching them against each other, and also that Timaya had actually advised him that he could not just be allowing a lot of disrespect from Ruga.
Well, again, it's for the culture. I'm not saying that it is planned. I'm just saying that this happens. It comes with the terrain. Not everybody will vibe with you.
Yeah.
Not everybody will like you or support you. And I don't see a rivalry between these two. I wonder where
If,
this
you know, where
started
there's
from.
always this they don't even,
And-
to me, they don't sing the same way. They don't.
And there's a group of people who live their lives mischievously,
Yeah.
trying to pit one artist against the other.
Another, yeah.
Last week, suddenly Naira Marley was trending. I went to check. He didn't drop a new song. I'm like, so why is he trending? Then you do a little bit of digging and you find that some people have started comparing Naira Marley and Ashake.
Oh yeah, I saw that last week. And like,
these are two different artists.
they don't even
for
sing
God's
the
sake.
same
And
thing.
I
They
know,
don't.
when Naira Marley was.
I think I saw it that
and
Ashake is not as
is
big
not-
as what Naira Marley
Oh,
was.
come
Then I'm like,
on.
why is there even a conversation around it?
This is how you started with Wizkid and Davido, and look at what it has become. Then again, there's Burna versus Davido. Now then, a few days ago,
Looks
it was
like there's a Burna and
versus-
Wizkid.
No, not Wizkid.
Wizkid
fans. You know, because we need to state it clearly. And that's how it starts. So y'all should just chill. And Ruger is an amazing artist. I like his style. I like his texture of his voice, and the fact that he brings in the rubber dub into his songs from time to time and all of that. Benson on his own is an amazing artist.
Oh, yeah.
And he can sing, you know, and Ruger can sing too, actually. So y'all should just, you know what, get into the studio. This is why I always say, get to the studio and do something
I'll
together.
do your own.
When
yeah.
this thing started a few weeks ago, we did a playlist of Ruger and Benson, and I think we'll just refresh that list and put it out again, maybe on Sunday or tomorrow, Saturday or something. Like, come and listen to the very best of this too. You don't
That's
have to
true.
choose.
You really don't have to.
You all have to cut it out and just do music.
Move on from it. Also, there's a lot of songs like we had said earlier. Another person's album that I think that is giving me amazing vibes, and I think that this particular person is a little bit underrated, is Chike, Brother's Keeper. I think in 16 songs, I think I was able to listen to 11. I plan to go back to listen to the rest. Is one of the few albums that you don't skip. In fact, I'm sure that I would have finished listening to it if I didn't go back to be listening to some songs 2-3 times. I think it's an amazing album.
Yeah, Brothers Keeper, beautiful album. I listened to every single song on that album, some twice, some more than twice. Because again, we always say that before you can even talk about a song, you must listen to it at least twice, not just once, and say it's good, it's bad, or whatever. And there's a format on that album that you're going to observe. The very first set of songs are up-tempo songs.
Yeah, and then it starts.
Then there's a feature with this beautiful South African artist.
This is it. My song, My Africa.
Yeah, it's song
Oh
titled
God, that
My
is an
Africa.
amazing song. It is an amazing song.
And when they play songs about Africa for you, you don't hear plenty of them, and you think you need to hear more. This one can pass as an anthem.
Yeah.
Giving shout outs to Tanzania, Kenya,
It's
South Africa,
it's
Nigeria,
beautiful. It's a
and all
beautiful
of that.
song.
And the lady Azana is such an amazing artist. She put something on that. Then the only other feature, because on that same album there was a single that he had dropped earlier, which was with Flavor. And of course, we had been playing that one before this album.
I don't know how many times I will have played. If it was a CD, I'm sure that song, my CD would have broken by now.
Then the only other feature again after those two is with YC.
Oh yeah.
And YC can sing and rap and all of that. So again, when I saw the title and I saw featuring YC, I'm like, okay, up tempo. Why did he put it at the lower part of the? Then I see it's a slow, beautiful song. Like it's slow.
Do you know the funny
and
thing?
YC is like,
you know the funny thing with that song? I was doing something else while I was listening to the song, so I actually did not look through what name of most of the songs. When a song catches your attention, then I go back and I'm like, okay, what song is this? Yeah, and then the song was playing, and I hear YC. I'm like, wait, hold up, what's happening here? Then I now go back to check it and it's okay, it's actually YC on this song. Then I think I played that song like 3 or 4 times actually.
Yeah.
I think it's an amazing song.
It is actually, and it is actually an amazing song. And I've been talking from my mind, my head, because all these things.
I actually should.
There are 1 or 2 that I do not want to miss because of the message. And there's one called Nothing Less and Nothing More. And it's a very emotional song.
Okay, I'm not sure. No, I'm not sure I'm there yet.
It's a very, very emotional song. And I suggest you take a listen to it. It resonates with me. At times when there's pain that you're feeling and you're putting it out, the one with YC's title, You Deserve.
Yeah.
And of course, Enough is the one where he talks about him being enough for a lady that you don't need anybody else. But you see, there's another one again. I think it's Please. And that Please, I'm like, this boy is looking for trouble. Like, in that song, is actually...
Oh, yeah, I think I listened to that song.
It's actually calling people out. And I'm like, how can you sing so melodiously and still be throwing shades and still be calling people out and all of that, And there's a part where he's talking about how family wants to take all this money. Manager says... that is spending money anyhow, I think it's Please. I hope I'm not mixing it up, but there's this particular song where I see him trying to that he's more or less throwing shades and stuff. But
people.
Like, this guy is amazing, and the message is also strong. Like, look, when you make money, spend it judiciously, but also take time to enjoy your life and do things for yourself. And I like it. Yeah, the title of that song is Please. It's an interesting song.
Yeah, so on that, it really, really is an amazing album. You need to go and check it out. Like, it's by force. The local said so. Also, another person that has a song is Ckay. Ckay has You. What do you think about the song?
So, Ckay is an artist that has come to a level that it takes some other artists a longer time to get to. He's a global star now, believe that, and believe that, and that before you get to a point where you're doing the music that you feel is your real strength and talent, you would have achieved 1 or 2 things. That's what artists, and that's what he has.
Yeah,
and that's what he has done. I look at that song and I'm like, this is different. It's not your.
Oh yeah, it's very different. It's very different. It serenades you.
It's powerful, even with the mellow. Then again, bros, there's this beautiful thing that I think another artist did it, Ogranya, and other people, Zino or so. You're doing this slowish song, and there's still piano in it, And I'm like, be calming down.
You're calming down.
So I'm looking forward to his album. I think it's a beautiful song. It's a title. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's not. To be honest, it's not my regular cup of tea. But if you listen to the song, it's an amazing song. I think that he did a number on this song. To be honest with you, I'm not. The recent songs he's released, for me, I'm like, but this is different and it is beautiful. It's a beautiful song. Also, techno has After Party.
After Party is After Party.
It's After Party, yeah. It is After Party. That's the word.
It's a party song.
Yes, that's it.
It's like following in the style of techno, bringing you the feel-good songs, the party songs that you can dance to. Yes.
Yeah.
I like it.
One person that I skipped, I don't know why I skipped it. It's annoying me right now at this point, but we'll move on to it. Is Olamide's song. Olamide had, I think he released a song yesterday. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? I'm not sure. But We Outside.
It's the Olamide that we know now. The new Olamide, the singer.
You think it's the Olamide that we know? To me, it's sounding like we're almost going back to the Olamide we knew.
No, it's the Olamide that sings, not the one that raps.
No, the rap.
That's where I'm
no,
coming from.
There was the rap, and then there was the singing that was like up tempo. Then there was the slow songs. Then that's why I'm like, it's like Olamide is going back to, because take for example the album Whiskey. Chike, it was very proper singing kind of thingy. It wasn't the Olamide that we knew.
Yeah, but that's what he's been doing since then.
No, I get it. I'm just saying.
He was on Reminiscence's album, and all he did was sing.
That's what I'm saying. That looks
MI's
like
album.
we're back to the Olamide that not rap yet, but the up tempo singing kind of thing. There was the slow.
You're confusing me. It's
No.
just singing. It's either singing or rapping.
No.
I don't. Up tempo is.
There was the time that it was just like really slow songs, and then we're back to the.
I'm confused though.
Anyway,
You threw me off.
is Olamide's song. And maybe I'm biased. Even if he says ABC on his song, I will like it. So I love it. What's your?
Yes, like I said, it's the Olamide that we know. He doesn't rap anymore. He's a singer now, and he has stayed in that lane. Like, he's basically showing how comfortable he is with singing. And I remember when a top rapper called out rappers for singing, and they didn't even respond to him. They just they just went on. There's another artist on Vector's album. They had a remix of King Kong that said, "I mean sing, I mean rap." Now if you know if you sing song, man, I can.
Yeah.
And that's what Olamide is doing. It's
showing that he's versatile.
And that's what I was referring to with Ckay. Like, there's a part where you get to, like, if this Olamide had come out with trying to sing initially without bringing the rap, it probably would have gotten as high.
Yeah.
You get, it would have broken through to a certain level.
But maybe not as big.
Doing that song with Weezy was singing,
Yeah.
But he took it a notch higher, and everybody looked, oh, that guy can rap, And so now you cannot box him into a corner. There's too much talent for you to say, oh, this is what. No.
Yeah, he's all
and
round.
That's why I like when you don't box people in. Let them.
I think that it happens to a lot of people. Remember, even Whiskey, there was a different angle. Even as a singer, there was different vibes to these people, and I think that's what is one of the attributes of amazing artists. Another person that has another song which I like is Zinoleesky. Zinoleesky has Call of Duty.
Yeah, I saw Naira Marley's Twitter, at the midnight. I said, okay, let's check it out. And again, I think it's one of the best Nigerian artists on an Amapiano beat.
Yes,
Slow
I think he's got
fast.
it. I think he's got it.
He is at home with the Amapiano style.
Yeah.
And again, the message, the catchy flows and everything, so Call of Duty, it's like, look, whatever it is, me, I'll be in my house playing Call of Duty, and which of course is a very popular video game that people have been playing for years and everything. And I couldn't help but remember the progression of Zinoleesky from standing behind his friend, who was more of the face of their group. It wasn't a registered group, but there was a group.
Yeah, there was
of
a group of artists we
artists,
see on social media.
Leo Frosh and a couple of other guys, and all they did then was make videos on Instagram. And most times, what made Zinoleesky stand out for me was the way he used to rub Leo Frosh's head when Leo Frosh is flowing and everything. I'm like, this guy is really, supporting his friend. Then he started doing his own videos. Leo Frosh was supporting him. And
now Zino seems to be. He's not Sims actually.
Within the space of 3 years, these guys have gone from that Agege or roadside thing to being
big.
Global stars.
They're global. They're global.
They're doing shows in and out outside Nigeria, in and outside Lagos. Zino, I'm just so happy for you, and I'm glad that
he has kept
you
it.
didn't give up on your talent.
He definitely has kept on going. Another person that has a song that this song is global, that has this person has officially gone global, is Rema. Has officially released a song with Selena Gomez. That's Calm Down remix.
Rema, global icon. So fast, so soon. I saw a picture that DJ Big N tweeted yesterday. I think DJ Big N was catching a snooze, and he had a bottle of something that he held onto, and Rema goes and takes a selfie, beside him. I was like, I'm gonna kill this boy or something like, and it shows you how playful he can be. And again, the reason I brought that up is that where does he have time? The man is on tour. He's actually virtually on tour. It doesn't let off. Tours are supposed to have it. Man, you got to rest too, man. So Selena Gomez will bring our own style and crowd to this song.
The funny thing is that today I'm not even sure I understood how big that Calm Down song was. So when I was playing this particular one, the old one popped up, and I saw that the video of that song had 138 million views. I'm like, without anybody else, this video has 138 million views. Now imagine adding Selena Gomez on this,
and again, it's one of the TikTok favorites too. People like to use it to make videos,
so
see it on Instagram too and everything. And look, it's just a good time to be a Nigerian, enjoying beautiful music coming out from all these amazing artists. I can't wait to see Selena Gomez, and how it's going to be received.
Oh yes, definitely. Finally, before we go, there's a lot of music, but we won't be able to capture them. But another person that released song, two people actually that collaborated on this one. Ameno, remember the You Want to Bamba?
Yeah, Ameno Amampiano remix.
Yeah. He has a song with Lade called Grace. Did you listen to the song?
Of course I did. Of course I did.
I like their mix. The funny thing is that she reminds me of how Tenny started. This was Tenny's progression. It was just a song that I think it was even a skit or something. It started as a skit, and see where Tenny is today.
She was making covers of songs and adding a lot of fun to it. Yeah, you can call it a skit. For Lade, I'd seen when one of the P-Square brothers, when they were broken up, I tweeted in support of her once. So it made me look into her more, and made me look into the Adulthood song. And these two have something in common. They both have one hit single that's viral, that's huge.
Yeah, that's huge.
And these are the kind of songs that you're making a promo video, you're trying to do anything, you want to use a Goyameno, or you want to use a Adulthood.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So two of them collaborating on a song, and Goyameno coming across of course he's the owner of the song, coming across oh yeah, it's a great one on that note for me, and I like it a lot. But before you leave, I'm not gonna let you go without talking about the two DJs that dropped stuff today. To DJ Neptune featuring Simba. Simba is an African artist, but he's not Nigerian. He's based, I think, in the UK or something. And the song Grinding is a nice song.
Well, I'm not listening to it
nice
though.
Song. You want to listen to it. Then DJ Tunes. DJ Tunes has an EP. And DJ Tunes EP, on one of the songs, how do you put Teiwa and Wizkid on the same song?
On the same song.
There's one more artist, please forgive me. I don't know, because there's so much information that one has to process. And again, there are other songs. There's a song with AV, and it's a nice song. There's another song with Rume, and I just looked at it and I'm like, the one, Majo, or I think that's the song. It's a great song. DJ Tunes has been able to draw Whiskey out. Of course, it's his person now, you know. And yeah, so if you looking for good music to listen to, all 3 or 4 songs. Okay, I dropped a single earlier, so it makes it 5 songs. Are good songs. There's another one with, guess who? 2 guys on the same song.
Who?
One Day Cold and Victoni.
Wow. Okay. It's time to actually once we're done.
So I'm sorry that I had to do this, but I know you were about to.
Yeah. Things, but it's fine.
One Day Cold and Victoni on the same song. DJ T is a bad guy. Definitely.
We'll definitely go back to it. I hope that everybody can actually listen to it. There's a lot of songs out there, but of course, if you want to listen to all these songs, it's definitely right here on Boom Radio at 5 p.m. from now, on Saturday, and also on Sunday. We're going to be listening to all these songs. Trust me.
9 p.m.
We couldn't go through all this, but oh yeah. You're definitely sure that in fact, there's some of these songs that have already been playing.
We're already playing.
They've already been playing in the past 2-3 days already. So that's definitely that. Before we leave the whole entertainment news, there's a bit of gist. There's a picture that popped up where someone had taken a picture of Davido and Wizkid's mom, and where Davido now went to quote the tweet where he said that he met her at the airport and he had to help carry her bags, that everybody will know that he's a first class citizen that needed to, and to me it looked like it didn't have to do with, for me personally, it wasn't just because it was Wizkid's mom. It's something that one should do with, you meet an elderly person, especially an elderly person and you're supposed to help them with. That's the Nigerian way. That's how we're brought up. It's just, it should be normal. That's the way I say it. Yes, it would obviously make a lot of waves because, of course, it's Wizkid's mom. And it shows a lot of things that maybe, just maybe, there's really not the perceived beef. Yeah? As we seem to say, because I saw Davido's tweet talking about how she's a very wonderful person and all that, and that doesn't come off like someone that you have beef with their son. But anything is possible.
Whatever beef they had or used to have has been quashed. That's the beauty of it. We've seen them hanging out in recent times together on at least one occasion. So it's just that. Davido showed good upbringing.
Yeah, that's it. And finally, before we leave that, I think that people should really calm down. You see a lot of comments, and it's almost like people have no joy in their lives. People always have something bad to say about something or a situation. Let's just be calming down. It's really not that deep. Take a picture, it looks like a nice picture, and let's just move on. Really. Thank you very much. This world, there's already too many things going on in the world. So now come and add so much bitterness to your life.
Tell me about those things, man. Tell me.
So let's move on from that, and let's move on to something that I saw earlier today. And it was a video of the police PRO, Lagos police PRO, where he posted that a particular man had, I think his name goes by the name of Billy Tokumbo, where in the video it was very obvious. There was no, there's some videos that are like, okay, maybe something, you don't see it very well. The person that took the video, it was very obvious. This man was dragging a police officer by his trouser. And it went on for a few seconds. In fact, I think it's a little more over a minute, where he was dragging him from left to right, and and Rain also literally was just assaulting him. And also it was gathered that this person was driving against traffic. That was why he was stopped in the first place. And then on top of that, you go ahead to assault a police officer.
Nice. That's good.
What exactly do you think you are trying to do?
Just trying to fulfill the book, At times when you are born with a future that looks very, very bright, but the people in your father's village said, this your future cannot remain bright forever. But you ran away from the village, came to Lagos, only for them to follow you. They are called village people.
They are village people.
It's the village people. It's really not you.
No,
let's think about it.
There's this person's comments that I wanted to talk about just as you please hold on.
No, please go ahead.
Because you're going to continue what you said. He said, what in the name of crass lawlessness and stupidity is this? You drove against traffic, thereby endangering the lives of other road users. And instead of apologizing, you are harassing the police officers who stopped you. And this person says, I beg, make you shoot the left toe. Well, maybe we should not be shooting people's toes though.
I won't go that far. But honestly, at times
you wonder how people think.
We were on our way to the office yesterday, where we live, not too far away though, and there was a bit of traffic. We've been in traffic for less than 10 minutes. Let me say 4.5, 5 minutes. And there are at least 6 idiots already driving against traffic. These same people are going to get on social media. They're going to get on their WhatsApp and all their social media and say government is bad, government is this, government is that. Every time I'm in traffic, I start to observe from where I get into traffic, people's reactions and everything. And when we get to the point where traffic lets off, at times you find out maybe it was because of those 6 idiots that are going to
even made it worse. Yeah, which most likely happens almost every time.
Cause the problem. So we need to check ourselves. We are the people who feel it the most. A government person is going to have a bullion van or outrider or
I don't even understand.
I'm just trying to make a point that government will have a way of clearing traffic. Mm-hmm. So when you're in traffic, you're putting your own self in traffic, and you're putting people like me and you in traffic. Yeah. Because we're regular people. That's one. So driving against traffic to me is like a state of madness. It's a form of insanity. And there was a time when Lagos State used to check people like that out. They'll send them to the psychiatric hospital for checks. And I think they should bring it back. Then you also pay. You are the one that will pay for the consultancy. It's not government that will pay. After they have impounded your car and all of that, then you go back to driving school again. And
yes, now because you are not well. Are you well?
So that's one. 2, still on the same matter. We need to retrain and train our policemen, then equip them properly. I see them risk their limbs a lot, jumping in front of mad people. Now, I'm not saying that every policeman out there is a saint. We all know that there are some very bad policemen. We know that for a fact. But we need to look for a way to empower the Nigerian policemen to a point where they know how to stop your car without jumping in front of it. They need to have cameras or phones that have good cameras. Record the person and send it to the units now. By the time the guy gets to the next junction, you will think it's magic when they tell him to park.
Yeah, exactly.
Since we don't have CCTV everywhere, at least we can do that, Yeah. We can use technology to arrest these people. Then again, shoot the comment that person made. Give them tasers now. And other things.
Like
that are non-lethal weapons that they can use to protect themselves and protect me. But train them again that they shouldn't jump in front of all these mad people. The you that you are beating police, uncle.
It's liver, like I swear.
What's the color of your former car?
What's the color of your former car?
This is former car now. The car is
oh my god.
It was his car.
It's not his car anymore.
It used to be his car. The car that used to be his own.
The car that you had his name on it.
Yeah, the way Buju became Benson. And Prince became the artist with the symbol. This guy too is the guy with the former car.
The guy with the former car. I agree. Because I was going to say, what's the color of your problem? Because whatever it is, I don't understand. Whatever you're going through, I don't see how he's going to get out of this, as the police has now said that this particular man is going to be arraigned for driving against traffic. That's the easier part of it. And also assaulting a police officer is bad enough that you shouldn't even assault a regular citizen. Now you're assaulting a uniformed officer of the law. That is a federal felony. I don't know whatever it is that you are planning to do or whatever you thought was going to happen, but it is what it is. Moving on from that, I wanted to talk about an update of something that we had talked about yesterday. And it was all the way from Borno State, where it was reported that the NNPP office in Borno State had been shut down by it was actually shut down. And it's news. You tend to wonder, like, okay, what happened? Why is this happening? And of course, we'll get to the bottom of the matter. Now, as of today, let me put it like this: the State Urban Development Board were actually the ones that sealed the building, and according to them, they're saying that the building was contravening some laws, and that it was a thing that they've been doing, that has been going on for months, trying to clean up the whole system and do things, let people do things properly. According to them, they're saying that this building was registered as a residential building, and they needed some permits to convert it to what it is they wanted to, and they did not. And so that was why it was sealed. So it seemed like there was a valid reason for what they did. But now the governor of the state, Governor Zulum, has now given them an order to open the building immediately. And their reasons for it is, I think this is where common sense actually comes up in some things. Like, it's not, everything is not black and white. This where he talked about how it's not like whatever it is they did was bad, but that is wrong timing at the moment, because whatever it is that is happening now, he already gives it a political coloration, and not knowing that the government or even the APC, the ruling party, had absolutely nothing to do with it. He also talked about how everybody should be law abiding, but for the sake of elections and all that they should reopen the building.
Yeah, we discussed this yesterday, and it's a good thing that we said we were going to bring follow-ups back. Thank you, Dolupo, with that. And again, just like I was trying to point out, for the NNPP people, try to do things by the book so that you don't even get into these kind of situations. That's what I said yesterday, and that's vindicated now. Again, on the part of government, they have taken the extra step to make it go away so that it doesn't look like it's a political witch hunt and everything. So kudos to that the governor of Borno, who knows how to read the room. And again, the owners of that building need to go and get it right. Go get the proper documentation. Residential area is meant for residential stuff. You want to change it, just do everything by the book. Because it also shows that when you get into government, if you understand
you're
the system,
not
going to be breaking rules.
Yeah, I totally agree. Quickly, also an update. From the APC presidential candidate, where he talked about, if officially put out a reason why he the vice presidential candidate of the APC, former governor of Borno State, Kashim Shettima, where he talked about the reason why he had sneakers at the NBA conference. And according to him, let me read it out specifically. He said, "I was in Lagos for the NBA conference. I was in Eko hotels, and it was largely funded by the Lagos State government, the APC government of Lagos State. Subsequently, they moved to Eko Atlantic City, a product of an idea conceived by Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu." Okay, that's a lot. There was no need for all that. "When I sent my recce team, one of the presidential candidates, his team held meetings for 3 consecutive nights to commit mischief. When I was told it was a hostile crowd, I'm a banker trained by one of the best bankers in the world. I'm a Jimovia boy. had deliberately wore sneakers to the NBA conference to mock them.
All right. Okay, that's his own side to it. Sounds like a weak spin for me, but maybe that's what he's doing.
I don't even think there was a need for an explanation.
The guy worked at Zenith, and every Zenith banker or bank staff, top-notch dressing. They knew how to put, the shirt and trouser and suit together. So okay, it's political season. Trust me, there's going to be more within now and
on February. Definitely. Also talking about updates. There's something that popped up now. I forgot again.
Let me chip in one. The building collapse in Abuja.
Oh yes.
The rescue operations are still ongoing as we speak. According to NEMA, the efforts at the Kubwa area of Abuja to rescue people who might still be trapped in that building has not stopped. So
I think there's a story about two people.
There are more survivors.
Yes, still talking about updates quickly. A human rights lawyer by the name of Inibehe Effiong has now been released from the Uyo Correctional Center. He was convicted. He was incarcerated for a month by the Akwa Ibom chief judge for contempt of court. And there was still talked about him last week, how the judge did not want to release some papers back and forth. But now it's a whole month. He served. So according to him, now he served the first 2 weeks of his 30-day sentence at Uyo Court Custodial Center, and he was later transferred to Uyo Custodial Center to serve the remaining days. So he's officially free now. According to them.
I'm happy for him. I'm happy that at least he was looking good when I saw a video and pictures of him coming out, already dressed in his lawyer's garb again and all of that. The case in itself is now being sidelined for this case that he has. So I'm wondering if he's going to go back to that same case in the same court with the same judge, and how that would affect his own productivity and, on that case. Or maybe he's just going to excuse himself and have someone else take it up. But again, you find that a lot of lawyers, especially the ones who have chosen to walk the path that he is walking when it comes to being civil analyst and civil rights fighters and everything, they would come across this kind of treatments from time to time.
So
but even on the other side, not assuming that the judge did wrong, we also hope that at least everything will be done within the confines of the law. Still talking about the law and the NBA conference. The NBA president has now come out to talk about how people that vandalize the venue of the conference are going to be prosecuted. It was a mob action, very disgraceful.
And you think that they were all supposed to be learned colleagues,
learned people who didn't show any, iota of being learned in any way, and it would be nice if they actually did that to prevent it from happening
again. Yes, I agree.
The vendors who were at that venue complained of losses and of course being attacked and all sorts of things. So, but I'm glad that the NBA chairman is doing something about it.
Okay. Also, we're moving on from that, and then there's talks of
Champions League fixtures. And
fixtures. Champions League fixtures. Sorry, I was actually going to do that earlier. I don't know how I forgot. We're going to be. Let's just quickly run through it. Mainly, there's one of the I think Champions League groups, Group C, that everybody seems to be on everybody's lips, and you wonder okay, what's happening? What did you people do? This Group C has Bayern, it has Barcelona, it has Inter Milan, and Plen. I'm not sure I got that right, but anyway. So that's basically it. But Group A has Ajax, Liverpool, Napoli, and Rangers. I'm like, okay, it's What's wrong?
Rangers is back. It's been a while. So.
Yeah, Rangers is back. Ajax is not smiling. Napoli is not, Group B has Porto, Atletico Madrid. On it, there's Club Brugge and Leverkusen is there as well. Group D has Frankfurt, Tottenham, Sporting CP, and Marseille. They're on there. Group E has Milan, Chelsea, Salzburg, and Dynamo Zagreb. There. Group F has Real Madrid. It has Shakhtar. It has Leipzig and Celtic. Group G has Man City, Sevilla, Dortmund, and Copenhagen. And Group H has Paris Saint-Germain, Juventus, Benfica, and M Haifa.
All right, that's Maccabi Haifa of Israel. For Europa League, I have the group pairings here from A to H, but I'm not going to take it all because of time. I'm just going to look at some of the interesting groups that have clubs that we are monitoring and following. So Group A, funny enough, has Arsenal. A for Arsenal, in Group A. And in that same group, there's PSV Eindhoven. Then there's still going to be a match between FK Bordeaux and Glimt of Norway. So whoever wins will make it to that group because their matches being played in Europa as we speak.
Yeah.
Games were played yesterday. And to make up that group is FC Zurich. They will make up 4. In the group that has Jose Mourinho's AS Roma.
AS Roma.
There's PFC Ludogorets. There's Real Betis. And there's HJK Helsinki. So I'll skip all of those ones and go to Group E that has Manchester United, Real Sociedad, FC Sheriff Tiraspol, and Omonia of Cyprus, rather. And those are the top teams that we are monitoring. Then in Group F, finally, the others, there's SS Lazio, there's Feyenoord, there's Midtjylland, and Stormgrass.
So yeah, those are
fixtures.
We will definitely be looking forward to. Finally, before we go, the Nigerian High Commission in South Africa has issued security advices. Just wanted to put it out there. Advisories to Nigerians, talking about how it looks like there's a planned march against foreign migrants by South African nationals, that people should be security conscious and try not to get into arguments or fights and all that. It's necessary. So I think this is not just for business owners, for generally everybody in South Africa, Nigerians in South Africa. Please be careful. It's better to be safe. It's better safe than sorry. And on that note, that is all we take today on the Boom Bar. Thank you for listening. Thank you very, very much for watching. We'll be back again on Monday with a lot of gist that happened over the weekend and, of course, things that happened on Monday at 3 p.m. West African time. But, of course, you can still catch. It is Boom Radio. Boom Radio NG is here every single day of the week, every hour, every minute of the week. Have a beautiful, beautiful weekend ahead.